Hey everybody, how you doing? We're doing things a little different today. I just did a really cool interview, my first time doing a three-way. I feel kind of dirty, you know? Anyway. Anyway, this is a getting back to basics. So I'm doing a one camera shoot. And I just got the one camera. And I got my pad. I took off the rack tom. We're going to talk about the Moeller grip. It's not about teeth. We're talking about the Moeller grip. Alright, or the Moeller technique. And probably really the best video to watch on the Moeller technique. And I've watched a bunch of them.
The Moeller stroke is based on a wind-up movement of the arm, which is followed by a whipping motion generated from the elbow.
Bunch of them. It's not going to be this one. It's going to be Jojo Mayer's Moeller technique video is fantastic. You should watch this one too. I'm going to have a slightly different take on it. I want to show you how we actually use it in a sentence. All right. So we all know, you know, you may know some of the history. I'm going to briefly run through it. The Moeller technique is something that comes from, you know, kind of a long time ago, where it's the use of using your entire arm as a whipping motion to really get power into your hip without using a lot of muscle strength, right? You're using this whipping action, turning your whole arm into like a whip, right? That's the idea of the Moeller grip. So let's talk about the exercise, like weightlifting, to become good at it on the kit. But obviously this is not what you would do playing. And this is kind of, you might have even seen, you know, those old time drum videos, you know, guys on the snare and they're doing this kind of thing. And it comes from that a little bit, but let me talk about the exercise. If you want to do the exercise, right, it's like lifting weights, you know, to help you live better, to help you to play better, right? We hang the stick, I don't know, about an inch maybe or so off the pad or the head of the drum, right? Now we're going to come up, right? And then literally throw the stick down. Watch. So I'm dangling the stick upside down, up, and then I whip it down. I can actually hear, I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but I can actually hear the whoosh, whoosh going on, okay? I'll do the same thing with my right hand. I dangle, okay? Again, about an inch above the pad. I'm going to come up and come down. Here we go. There you go. I can actually hear again. You know, I hear that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm creating a whip out of my arm. All right, that's the full motion. And if you want to get good at it, I would go like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's talk about some little things in this technique. When I'm dangling, I'm not really utilizing this as a fulcrum. I'm sort of utilizing this more, my second finger a little more, right? It's a little more intricate, and that, put that knowledge aside. You know, I'm kind of on that second finger, this one here, and it definitely is more fulcrum-ish when I'm doing this exercise, okay? But let's talk about that in a second. Okay, so let's use the 3-stroke rough, and let's use that from slow to fast. And all right, So, you know, I watch YouTube a lot for drum videos, and according to the Buddy Rich book, this is the 3-stroke rough. Right, left, left, left. You're going to find a lot of guys saying that the 3-stroke rough is this. Left, left, right, or right, right, left. That's really a drag. Matter of fact, all of the roughs in the Buddy Rich book are single-stroke rudiments. The 3, the 4, the 5, the 7, and the 9. So I don't know how that got turned around. I learned this stuff out of the Buddy Rich book, so I consider rolls right, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, and I consider roughs to be single-stroke from that terminology. Okay? So let's talk about this. The 3-stroke rough would be right, left, right. Right, leaving a space for 4, I'm accenting the 3rd stroke. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is where the Moeller grip might come in as I get faster. So watch. 1, 2, 3. So when I'm at this slow tempo, and even when I'm playing drums, I'm going to show that in a second. Look, I'm tossing the stick back, opening up my fingers, and throwing it down. So it comes a little bit from the Moeller grip in the sense of that the last bit of the whip, you're opening your fingers a little bit, right? But 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And even when I'm playing, let's say, a slow rock groove, again, on 2 and 4, I got my hand coming up. I'm throwing the stick back and letting it come down, and I'm using velocity to create power. Right? I'm not doing this because, first of all, I don't want to lift my arm. I don't think it looks good. I want to be really hitting the same spot every time. That's part of being a good drummer. I have the time to do it, I'm going to do it, even when I'm playing hi-hat grooves. You know, I open my hand up and I come down. Open my hand up and I come down. So I'm utilizing the speed of the stick traveling from here to there to get a nice solid hit, right? Open, close, open, close. Okay, so let's get faster. Now we go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So when I'm going really fast, and this isn't really fast, this is moderate, right? But even at this speed, I sort of change over. Drummers, we don't use, if you're a good drummer, you're not using one technique. This is the technique that I use, or this is the only technique that anyone should ever use. No. That shouldn't be your way. There's an ebb and a flow. So here I am, nice and slow. I'm doing that throw, but as I get faster, and I don't even know when I switch over, about here. So now, watch. So let's take one hand out. So now I've got that last stroke accenting, and this, if you took this thing and shortened it, bump, bump, bump. Now I'm down to this. And I know you've seen guys talk about this, right? Because the Moeller grip, you know, if you keep shortening it, you got this. Or you can go the other way. So I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, right? And here, and I'm just doing the accent reverse. So it's one motion. I've got the stick hitting, the tip hitting on the first stroke with my stick angle down, and as I make that 3-stroke rough, I come down, and now I've got that whipping action happening. So,
out of the way, girls. Some men are gonna do some drinking. Sit down there, pal. Everything's going real fast. The table ain't level. Oh, boy.
So as I get faster, and again, when I'm here, the fulcrum is more between my first finger and my thumb. As I get faster, the fulcrum switches to be between I guess my third finger or second finger is third from the thumb. I don't know what you call it. The FU finger. All right. So this becomes a guide, and this becomes the fulcrum. So no matter what I'm doing now, right, I am accenting with this motion. I'll do a right hand lead. Right, just 16 notes. If I take this hand out, I can even lift this finger up. It's not as good, right? You need this finger to keep it down. Take this hand out, right? Let's do a left hand lead. Same thing. Same thing. And how does that translate to the drum set? Let's start with slow 16s. Again, down, up, 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 down, up. So here, in my snare hand, remember I'm left-handed, I'm doing that little toss for a nice solid hit. But my left hand, which is leading, is doing a version of Moeller. So let's move on that. Let's pick up the speed. Right, so I can kind of move along with Moeller. If you try to do it this way, ain't gonna happen. Even with your fingers, ain't gonna happen. You're gonna lose the groove. So yeah, here's a couple of things. This swings a little bit, and that's okay. That's actually good. You can do that without the accent, but you still have that swing in there a little bit, right? So that's without the accent. Here's the accent, which is the way you would normally play it. Let's change it to regular roll 8s. I can keep that up for a long period of time, right? Without any fatigue at all, right? Just so you're singing all. All of that motion and moving around, I just kind of did that to show you. Even when I did the 16 notes, you can see this hand, right, doing this up and down thing, up and down thing. That is going to help you to play. So here's the long and short of it. This is going to help you play for a long period of time when you've got to do shows. You're out of a show. Even when I was doing the casino gigs, when that was happening pre-pandemic, you know, you'd play from 5 to 9, 5 to 6, break for a half hour, 6:30 to 7:30, break for a half hour, 8 to 9. So you're playing for 3 hours. And we considered it an entire show. So I want my whatever, 7,000 stroke an hour 3 at 8:55 to be as strong as my first stroke. So I want to be able to play like this, if anything, or this, but not this. I don't want to get more tired and more tired. And if you're doing this or this, you're just going to get tired. You're just going to get tired. Even doing a traditional grip, right? Here's the Moeller technique traditional grip, same thing. And you're whipping the hand down. You can see I have a lot. I do this even better than I do with match grip in my right hand. You're whipping the hand down. And the same thing. So when I'm doing the 3-stroke rough, get the old pad so you can hear it better. So it's nice and slow. I open my hand up a little bit, open my thumb up, let the stick go all the way up and come back. When I'm going quick, again, I'm whipping that hand down. It is the same thing as this, just a much more condensed version. So that when I'm playing rock beats, and I have the time, this is a kind of a combination. I have my hand a little bit and I flip my wrist down. So I have got a nice solid hit in the same spot every time. I'm relaxed, my hand is relaxed, and look, man. I am definitely not Vinny Colaiuta. Would I like to kidnap him and take his place and put a mask on? Yes, but they would know immediately that I wasn't because I don't play like that guy at all. He's great, I'm okay, all right? But what I am known for, various places I have played, is time and consistency. That engineers don't have to do much when I play, because I hit the same spot every time. So you want that to be how you work, how you're known. So yes, this is one more video on top of the 2 trillion videos that are on the internet about the Moeller grip, and this is how you use it. That's traditional grip. That's match, right? And left hand. Let's do a little 12/8 groove and we'll take us out with this. Watch. This is, again, I got one motion, 3 hits, all coming from the same place.